You'll recognize some of these people from that video. I'm happy to introduce my friends and colleagues, Frank O'Connor, creative franchise developer. Tashin, his actual name is Satya Toshima, but Tashin, we lovingly call him, audio director for 343 Industries. Who is your multiplayer lead designer. Who is the concept lead for Halo 4. Together this makes most of your creative team for Halo, most of your creative leads for Halo 4. So we're going to talk about that creative process for a little bit before we shoot some faces. So we're going to start where I think you can confirm whether or not this is true, but we're going to start where I think it always starts, which is story. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I know that when you came to 343, you were presented with an opportunity that very few of us ever get, which is to sort of craft a brand new story, but yet working with an established franchise with beloved characters.
Yeah, that was, there were a lot of hard things in putting 343 together. The hardest, of course, was assembling a team from, we started with something like 9 people, 12, depending on how you count it. We had a lot of difficult things to do. We had to build a studio of 250 people. We had to take over where Bungie had left off. We had to build technology, and we had to build a game. And all of that stuff is hard. I think that the only simple process in the whole thing was deciding what the story was going to be. It's not the same as creating it, but picking a thread and which thread to follow was the only difficult part. I think, or rather the only easy part. And we realized right away, especially from fan reaction, people enjoyed ODST and they enjoyed Reach, but they wanted to find out what happened to the Master Chief and Cortana. And so that was a really easy decision. We said we're going to follow in Halo 3's footsteps. Definitely craft a new saga. We've said that a bunch. This is a new story, and it's a standalone story, but it follows chronologically directly after the events of Halo 3. Picks up about 4 or 5 years later. Chief's been in cryosleep. You guys all know this stuff, of course. But it also helped build the foundation for the rest of the work that the team would then have to build to sort of realize that vision and make a few really simple story ideas turn into something that really sings. And we're nearly there. We got 3 weeks to go before the game is actually in stores. Last year in Mexico. And we're really excited to get it out there and have you guys play it. And we know that we like it. We know that we're proud of it. We're proud of the team and the work that they've done. But ultimately, you guys are the ones who decided whether it's a success or not. And of course, the most important part, above commercial and sort of marketing success, is critical success. And you guys have a real voice now. And the internet and media has changed since the first Halo came out. And we hear you guys loud and clear. And we'll be listening very, very closely on November 6th.